The design hasn't changed much over its 27-year journey. It's quite simple, really. It's placing a person suitably skilled and with the right set of values in a community and giving them the brief to get to know 50 or 60 people, tune into their lives, form relationships that hopefully are going to endure over a period of time, and then get to know the community itself, what works, what doesn't work, and then focus in on trying to build good lives around those individuals. Primarily from looking at what exists around the person and in that community before jumping towards funded supports, funded services. So the design is that simple, scaled up in our world across a very large state of Western Australia. So the other key feature is the support that you give to those local area coordinators. So the structure that sits above that very simple, very elegant design, really, and making sure that the local area coordinators that are spread right across the state feel supported, backed up if they need to be backed up, and that they can come together regularly and just chew the fat on what's working and what's not working. It's as simple as that. I think it also comes from staying the course, that if we're confident that the design is a good design, then making sure that it doesn't get buffeted over time by forces that can take good systems into bad places if you're not very careful. And I think I gave a presentation yesterday that said, what's the key success feature to local area coordination? And I still think it comes back to strong, enduring visionary leadership and people that are willing to stay true to the original concept and not have it knocked around along the way. We often get asked, what's the sort of professional qualification that you would need to be a local area coordinator? There isn't one. I remember doing a bit of a scan across all of our, we got 250, 260 local area coordinators now, and did a bit of a scan once in terms of their professional background. And it spans an enormous array of backgrounds. We have people drawn from, I guess, more typical, usual human service backgrounds, social workers, social trainers in our world. But we have people that are drawn from the army, people that have come from all walks of life, really. But that's not what we focus in on when we're recruiting. We focus in on skills and values. How could this person, how effectively could they build strong relationships with people with disabilities and families, and are they coming from the right, the values set in here? When you think about it, it's a difficult task to give a person. Get to know 55 people and form a nice relationship with them and start to plan and work with them in their local community. Now, some people might not want to form a nice relationship with you, and that's fine too. It's not a mandatory thing, and in fact, the model is set up in a way where local area coordinators, there might be a very light touch approach with some people. And as we move into this National Disability Insurance Scheme, that's going to be the case even more. That there will be many people who don't want to touch the bureaucracy much at all. They just want to get on with their lives. And in fact, they might come to this local area coordination with their plan already in place and just seeking some resources to get on with it, or some assistance and guidance to get on with it, and that might be enough.